Welcome back, dear students. This is the second part of chapter number 6, Asia Physiography. Now we will start with regional divisions of Asia. Since the 18th century, it is a common practice in geography to divide Asia into regions. A number of countries have been grouped together with no historical consensus for the divisions. These regional divisions are, since 18th century, there is this practice in geography to divide Asia into regions. Okay, and these regional divisions are, first is East Asia. So East Asia, geographically and geopolitically, is the eastern sub-region of Asia, and it includes China, including Hong Kong and Macau, Mongolia, North Korea, South Korea, Japan and Taiwan, and it covers around 28% of the continent Asia. Okay, next is North Asia. Siberia and Asia Pacific region of Russia is referred to as North Asia. Third one is Central Asia. The central region of Asia is known as Central Asia. So the central region of Asia, that is called as Central Asia, and it extends from the Caspian Sea in the west to the border of western China in the east. The region consists of the former Soviet republics of Azerbaijan, Armenia, Georgia, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan. Southeast Asia. This region includes Brunei, Cambodia, East Timor, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand and Vietnam. Next is South Asia. Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Maldives, Nepal, India, Pakistan and Sri Lanka, they form South Asia. This region covers about 11.51% of the continent, that is Asia, and sustains about 1/4 of the world's population. Okay, so 1/4 of the world's population is present here in South Asia, making it the most densely populated geographical region in the world. So this region is the most densely populated region, geographical region in the world. West Asia, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Oman, Bahrain, United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, Iraq, Iran, Jordan, Syria, Israel, Lebanon and Turkey make up West Asia. Now the physical regions of Asia. So Asia can also be divided into 5 major physical regions. They are the northern lowlands, the central highlands, the southern plateaus, the great river basins, and finally the island groups. So the first one is the northern lowlands. In the northern lowlands, let's study about the stretch. So northern lowlands stretch from the Ural Mountains in the west to the Bering Seas in the northwest and forms the greatest continuous plain in the world. So the northern lowlands, they stretch from where to where? From the Ural Mountains in the west to the Bering Seas in the northwest, and they form the greatest continuous plain in the world. Then they lie between the Arctic Ocean in the north and the Central Mountains in the south. So they lie between where? Between the Arctic Ocean in the north and Central Mountains in the south. The lowlands have been created by the rivers Ob, Yenisei and Lena. The northern part of the lowlands is known as the Siberian plain. So the northern part of the lowlands, that is known as what? It is known as the Siberian plain. To the south of the Siberian plain lies the lowland surrounding the Aral Sea, known as the Turan plain. It is an area of inland drainage The oldest and the deepest lake in the world, Lake Baikal, is located here. So the oldest and the deepest lake in the world, what is the name? Lake Baikal. It is located in the northern lowlands. So it is an area of inland drainage, and inland drainage is that drainage in which rivers do not reach an ocean or sea but empty their waters in a lake or an inland sea. And the oldest and the deepest lake in the world, that is Lake Baikal, is located here. Next is the Central Highlands. Asia has a significant number of mountain ranges. So, a significant number of mountain ranges is there present in Asia, and a mountain range, is a series of mountains, okay, in a line and connected by high ground. Most of the mountain ranges of Asia meet at a nodal point. What is nodal point? Point where at least two routes such as roads, railroads, valleys or rivers, they meet. Okay, that is known as nodal point. So this nodal point is called the Pamir Node, and the mountain ranges that radiate from this point are the Himalayas, the Hindu Kush, the Karakoram range, the Kunlun mountains and the Tian Shan. The Pamir Knot is connected to the Armenian Knot by the Elburz and the Zagros ranges that originate in the Armenian Knot. So, the mountain ranges that radiate from this nodal point are the Himalayas, Hindu Kush, Karakoram range, the Kunlun mountains and the Tian Shan